And for all of these drivers, the build-up has been immense. Even if you're not in the championship 4, you want to finish on the highest note. Everybody has their story of the season to tell, and what does 2025 look like? But we're not there yet. We are right here, right now, on Championship Day. Phoenix Raceway is ready to explode into life for Championship Day. Let's go! What a beautiful moment for Martin Truex Jr. to lead this field in his final full-time Cup ride.
Big moment for the one of Ross Chastain. That Busch Light Chevrolet, light blue and white, got loose underneath the 22, was able to save it. He'll fall in line in third.
Austin Cindric can't push his way through the middle there as well. Logano. Elliott dove down low in that familiar blue and yellow Napa machine. Oh. Somebody's in the wall!
The 54 of Ty Gibbs. He had an issue in the middle of 3 and 4. I couldn't tell what it was. Then it looked like a mechanical issue that continued down the front straightaway. Then in the middle of the dogleg, a hard right turn. Heavy damage to the 54.
That was a massive impact.
So it starts right here. This is in the middle of 3 and 4. They're 3 and almost 4 wide. The 54 is up. You see him slipping and sliding. I don't know if he has a tire down or breaks a toe link, but then right there, the car gets sideways, he corrects and gets into the wall. Ty Gibbs is a very, very talented race car driver. I find this shocking to think there's not a mechanical issue. There's no way at that point in the racetrack that is purely driver error. Something had to be wrong with the 54.
You see the flex of the safer barrier? Oh boy, that was a hard hit.
Man. Fortunately, at the last second, he was able to get the car turned to the left a little bit. Watch this. As the car turns to the right, it looks like it's heading at that really, really bad angle, but he's able to get it turned left to get more of a side impact.
And Logano's not hanging about.
4 wide behind. Larson at the bottom, Chase Elliott involved, William Byron in that white car to his right side, the 20 of Bell. To get his way in here, look at that, 4 wide again. With Kyle Larson in the middle, Denny Hamlin down low, Austin Cindric there, and the 45, one of the championship 4, Tyler Reddick, goes all the way around them.
How about the courage for Tyler Reddick to trust those guys on the inside of him?
Jeff, that was a Las Vegas kind of esque move.
Yes, it was. And any one of those drivers made a mistake, they could have taken him with him.
Teammate on teammate here. No worries. Add that one to the list. Blaney up 10 from where he started. Now all of a sudden you've got the championship 4 in the top 7 spots.
Logano doing a nice job not putting himself in too many positions on the bottom. Blaney still working on this 45 of Reddick.
That inside line, that inside option, Steve, just keeps presenting itself, and he's like, I just can't quite get there.
And if you're a crew member or a crew chief, you're seeing just how difficult these passes are to make at times. Like Blaney right here will still have the 45 to his outside. That just puts more weight on these upcoming pit stops.
Sure, Blaney's getting frustrated, but you cannot let this part of the race overwhelm you. You want this spot really badly, but don't do anything silly here.
Final lap of stage 1 on championship day, and Joey Logano, he's led 50. What a start. What a start. He was on Martin Truex Jr.'s outside at the drop of the green flag. He went to the front really early, and he will win stage 1. That is the perfect start to his championship day and his quest for a 3rd Cup Series title. The Xfinity mobile onboard of Tyler Reddick.
And they're going to race off pit road, lead the timing line a little further, though, this year.
Look at that for an effort from Chase Elliott. Christopher Bell gains a spot. What happened here with the pace car? It has hit the barrels on pit entry.
So the pace car turning in late.
Oh, my goodness.
Was there a contact with the 9?
Oh, my goodness. This moment wasn't Michael Phelps. He was the honorary starter in the pace car. But, yeah, that was that's a pretty severe angle, Jeff. What's this?
Just turned too late. There was no way he could make it.
Oh.
It's also an opportunity to learn what you can do on restarts. Truex jumping to the outside of Logano. Logano blocking it.
On board now with Truex down in 3 and 4. Right on the left rear corner of the 22 of Logano.
You heard the crew chief Paul Wolf say that they made an adjustment, but they did not make an adjustment big enough for losing the track position because of the bad pit stop. Now Logano's car does not drive anywhere near as well as it did when he was out front.
We're going to go as fast as the blocker in front of me. I about got into him on the restart. He's blocking so much. Next time I'm not lifting for him, so I want to relay that message for the next one.
As we see this battle between the 9 of Chase Elliott and the 12 of Blaney finally heat up. Blaney to the outside of the 9. We'll see if he'll be able to complete the pass.
Nicely done. That's for second place.
Yeah, moved up into the second position, and I think with this high exit, he should have momentum off the corner. He does. Close call for the 22 of Joey Logano. Remember, penalized, didn't get to pick his stall, was assigned by NASCAR. And as he turns in right here, he has to just wait for the 7 of Justin Haley to leave. Really nice job of not making this worse. Heads up. You'd hate to give up the time, but damage to the 22 would be a big issue.
Logano starting to turn up the heat on fellow Championship 4 driver. Watch that yellow 22 on the low side. This is for third place. And Logano, can he make it stick? Byron's going to have some momentum on that high line. It's Hendrick Motorsports versus Team Penske. And there's a quiet confidence inside that 24 camp. They feel they can get it done.
Oh, that was a good exit right there by Logano, able to stay on the quarter panel. Now he's going to enter turn 1 with forward momentum. This spot is his.
And look at this at the front. Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney. Blaney had just been chipping away at Bell's advantage, and now, predominantly we've seen his moves made on the inside. He's going up high. That Menards Ford is trying to round up the JGR Toyota, and here we go again.
Christopher Bell putting up a good fight, but too much forward momentum for the 12. Christopher to the bottom of the racetrack, right there. You can see Ryan Blaney able to accelerate.
Even though he won the championship last year, it was a source of frustration that he didn't win the race. Ross Chastain was just kind of hanging out there in front and making it difficult to Blaney. Blaney wanted to win the race and win the title. He got the second part, so maybe this year he's like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to sit behind a non-playoff, non-championship 4 driver. I'm going to win this thing and win my second title.
In 129 laps from now for the race win. And I hope it does. I don't care the competitors, but I hope it looks like this all under a blanket.
Remember, first pit stop, Joey Logano, after he led 54 laps, he lost 4 positions on that first stop. They were on the back foot. They've lost their jackman to illness. Had to do a personnel swap. And then he has worked, and Paul Wolf told us that from the pit box. It's okay. We'll settle back down. We'll settle into a rhythm, and Joey knows what to do. The pit crew knows what to do. We're not going to hit the panic button. Meanwhile, look at Blaney trying to weave through the traffic. Briscoe in that red 14. LaJoy in the 51 for Rick Ware. Kaz Grala up ahead. Final lap of stage 2. Ryan Blaney's going to get it.
Wow.
And he had to do it the hard way in traffic. That was thick.
It's pretty intense.
Bell's got a mirror full of the Chargers. Logano. Here goes Reddick. Here goes Reddick. We said that he needed to do something special. He's on the high side of 4 wide. Larson is up on the wall ahead of him. He jinks a little. They're moving around. There's contact. Buescher got tagged from the back and hit the wall. Keeps going. That was Reddick on a full court press.
Those are the moves Jeff talked about. The 45 had the momentum in the final stage. He knew he wasn't clear of the 17, Jeff, but he hung a left. It was time for his championship opportunity in front of him.
Watch the blue Napa car of Chase Elliott. Look how sideways he got. How that wasn't a multi-car wreck is incredible.
And Truex, 1 row behind, was thinking, okay, so this is how my last full-time race is going to end, because he was sure they were wrecking.
Teammates together. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, fighting over second place as Christopher Bell has bolted.
We talked to both of these Penske teammates, and I asked, what's it going to be like racing each other for a championship? And they didn't hold anything back. They said, we will race each other as hard as necessary.
Feel bad. I just stuck in dirty air.
Oh, Logano loose.
Whoa. Did he say I was stuck in dirty air? And then now he draws alongside his teammate Blaney. pressing as hard as he can and clears his teammate.
Oh, he can't. They're going to rejoin right as they started on this pit exit. But does Blaney fire? He's right behind Bell.
Blaney has 1 lap less lap on his tires, so it should fire out really good right here. He should have an advantage.
William Byron has stayed out. Let's wait for the Hendrick Motorsports 24 to pit.
Yeah, the 24 stays on the racetrack.
That's way too early. Keep running.
I like
Way
Rudy
too
Fugle.
early. Keep rolling.
Way too early. 73 to go. They just pitted with 45 laps on their tires. What Rudy Fugle's saying, we are not going to be pulled into this strategy. We're going to run 15 or 20 more. We're going to pit, and we're going to use 2 sets of Goodyear tires, the exact same amount of laps, make this road trip exactly equal.
Clean stop, and he is down and away under green.
The unfortunate part for this strategy, or at least the concern for the strategy, is these extra laps. These 12 extra laps that William Byron has run on the racetrack after Blaney and Logano have pitted are going to put the 24 way back on the physical racetrack itself, almost a half a lap behind, because the new tires for Logano and Blaney work so well. But remember, now William Byron has new tires, and he's going to have fresher tires this entire run. So he was 2.7 back before these guys pitted. Oh, and he pits a lap too early, or maybe perfect, because now he has fresh tires. The 71 in the wall. Well, that looks like a right rear flat.
Zane Smith for Spire Motorsports.
Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Get your wind in it down if you can. They're coming to you.
Oh, man, that's a big hit.
This is only the second caution today under race conditions. The stage breaks were the other 2, and both cautions, fellas, that we've seen have been huge hits.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs and Zane Smith.
Absolutely.
Contact early on that restart. Look at Reddick, he's going on that high line again. The 12 right in the middle, Blaney tucks in behind his teammate. Reddick gets blocked by the 9.
Logano through to 3rd, Blaney battling with him in the 5. Bell, though, side by side with Byron.
Now here comes Logano. Watch that bright yellow Shell Pennzoil forward. Logano extreme to the driver's left. Down low, and that's a race change lead move. And he gets a little squirrely. Byron's coming back.
Joey Logano restarted 5th, and here he is leading the race.
Blaney's behind the 24. I think if Logano wants to have a shot to hold the 12 off, he has to stretch this gap right here while they're in different situations.
The way this is going, folks, we could likely see a teammate on teammate fight in the closing laps of this race and this season for the title. Inside of William Byron goes Blaney. Pulls up behind, a little draft. Is he gonna have another inside shot here? Lines up the Exalta Chevrolet, and Ryan Blaney puts that Ford down on the low line.
This is when he's got to get real aggressive down here in turn 1. He cannot let William hold him up. You can see him banging doors.
The defending Cup Series champion, fighting like he did at Martinsville last week to go back-to-back.
Now he knows he's in for a fight. Now the aggression's going to have to get even higher.
Byron showed that he wasn't going to get pushed around. He may not have a choice. The champ runs him a little high. Blaney has his nose in 2nd for now. 2.2 seconds behind his teammate and race leader Joey Logano. Byron's coming back now, not satisfied with sitting in 3rd.
Logano has asked more of his car, and it's not there. He just ran slower.
Jeff, 1.2 seconds now. Blaney is in view, in clear view. The closest that Ryan Blaney has been to Joey Logano in quite some time. Logano has led 100 laps today and may not win this race. If Ryan Blaney keeps this going, look at Blaney switching lanes, switching lines. He's right there with his teammate. This time by, there will be 6 laps to go, 6 miles. Which teammate's gonna do it?
You gotta earn this thing right here. Let's go.
6 races this year, Jeff, were won by a last lap pass. Is that gonna happen today?
Let's see if Logano answers the call on the front straightaway. Blaney went to the apron. It helped his lap time. Logano stays on the outside.
Inside 2 laps now. Blaney's throwing everything he's got at his teammate. Traffic up ahead. decision, key decision to be made by Joey. JJ Yaley stays out of the way. It's going to come down to 1 mile, 1
Your
lap,
very best lap here.
2 teammates. Who have you got? Logano or Blaney? 1 to go, presented by Credit One Bank. This has been an extraordinary season of motor racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is alive and well, and it's given us thriller after thriller after thriller. This is Blaney's final shot at it. He goes up high. There's traffic low. Joey Logano steps into history. He's a 3-time Cup Series champion.
Nobody better. Nobody.
Paul Wolfe, the architect, up on the pit box. At the end of the Charlotte Roval, Logano was out. The Bowman disqualification put him back in, and he never missed a spot.
Remember the restart. Joey Logano went from 5th to 1st in 1 lap.
Look at that. Look at that list of names, that list of legends. And Joey now sits amongst them. It's 1, 2, 3 for Team Penske, 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Ford. And Joey's 3rd.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.